Want to see something neat? You're going to like this, I think. Let me set this aside for just a minute. Let's go take a look at this car. What is it? That's a good question. I remember one time telling you guys that you can't always, oh, look at this. This could be adjusted a little better, I think. But you know what? I'm not going to monkey with it for right now. This thing is an Assetto garage guitar. Let me try again. Assetto garage car. They're the makers of it. So I give them full kudos and credit. Now Humble got his hands on it. I was trying to make some of these that would be fine to race for the Le Mans 24-hour. Okay? Now I'm going to brighten these up a little bit. I'm going to shine the skin up a little bit. But wait till you see this little kid. That might give you some inclination what you're running for. Let's go take a test drive in this little kid. Now, I think you're going to be able to see the speedometer, and it's accurate. It's in miles per hour. 30% boost. So it goes along at a decent clip. You're going to be amazed. I know I am. I just was getting this car pack ready because I wanted to have something to enjoy with the same kind of cars that I just watched on Saturday. And so I did never intend to do what I just did. It was really quite by accident. Don't worry about that. That was me setting a time around the track that was quite amazing in its own right. Now if I don't bugger this up, we'll be happy. I'm not going for the best time right now. I'm just taking you guys for a little ride. I won't be able to talk to you in a minute because it's going to get a little loud. I wanted to welcome and thank my new subscribers. Thank all three of you guys. There might be more, but hang with me because we got some good stuff coming. Okay, let's go right up to 100%. Got to be easy with it at 100% or we lose control of the car. You ready to go? Here we go. Here we go. Right to the wood. Oh, a little too much wood. All right, hang on. Let's not go completely bananas. I had it over 800 miles. I gave it away. I had it over 800 miles an hour just a minute ago. And I got screens to prove it. I'm going to try to do it again. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's what happened. Let me check let me just restart again just for a second. I want to check something before we get carried away about the arrow. Nope, 1 degree. That's all I used. Okay. Rack it right on up to 100%. Usually you can't do this. It's way too strong. See what I mean? You gotta be very, very, very kind to that throttle pedal. You have to barely massage that thing because it's not pushing as much as the GT3 cars, but it's husky at 22,000 horse. You heard me right. I had to really, really work with the brakes to get the brakes to work. We might be able to catch that guy. We'll try. I guess we have to warm him up a little bit. It's a pretty good handling car considering. Alright, here we go. Here's into the 800s. And we made the corner, sorta. Now Now down to 30. Might be able to catch this guy. I think that's my all-time best time right there. Oh, was. There are limits to how fast you can go around the corner, though. And we're right at the edge. Tough part right here. Going so fast you can go through here. Oh, you're gonna do this right there. That's the end of that. You gotta, you know, it happens. Well, in any event, we did do it. Think it'll lay rubber? Fifth. Fourth either, really? Nope, we're in third. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. Get this little beast over to the side of the road. Poor little kid. You could cook a steak on those. Take out the tires, that's for sure. Alright, let's take a peek at this thing. Just a short video just to show you. Now the first time was kind of a shame because I botched it so bad, but what's going on with this? How come I don't see anything? That's a good question. Oh, there we are. Oh, I'm in a funny place maybe. There's a light right behind the Ferris wheel. That's kind of neat. What's with the... How come the thing ain't going? Oh, there we are. So it's kind of a cool looking car, I think, personally. I'm going to brighten up the headlights a little bit and take the blue out of them. Now we completely hosed it the first time, remember? I'm glad I took the blue out of the flames. There was too much. It's fun learning how to adjust things. It really is. Now we're going to need this thing now. Get it up here in the corner where I always put it, so you keep your eyes up there if you want to see how fast the car is going. Also, I can slow it right down to a crawl so you can... But the second time we got to 800, this time we didn't. I started too late. I ran out of straightaway. Here we go. 780, and I didn't make it. Oh no, I didn't make it. Straight to hell. I'm glad that ain't me. Alright, we'll try this again. That's how quick it could be over, guys, so take it easy on the highway. We don't have no replays to life. There's a save point, though, so I hope you're smart enough to get in on that. Alright, oh, I was checking to see if I had the 1% downforce. Just a short video, guys. The last one was over an hour long. That's a lot to ask anybody to watch. And it was kind of boring as watching paint dry. What it needed really, several things, but one of them would have been two commentators that, you know, maybe have a British accent and the other guy from Scotland or Sweden or somewhere that they were interesting to listen to and that were knowledgeable talking back and forth. That would have been really what we needed because it was boring. Hard to believe I worked so hard on it, but I can always do it again with these cars. Won't be boring at 800 miles an hour. Look at that thing. That thing is a monster. That is quite the machine. Trust me. All right, now I got to get ready to slow this down so we can see it in slow motion. Oh, well, we'll let it go full bore first time and then a little slow motion action and then we'll be done. See, it's a handful if you want to be pointing in the right direction. There we go. 800 and some odd. And we do make the corner by the skin of our wombat. Okay, let's take a look at this again. Let's slow it right down and go get camera 5. And let's take a look at what's going on here. Now that would have been a nice screenshot, wouldn't it? Well, it still would be if I get the mouse out of the way. Okay, we're just getting started. We did smoke the tires, though. You got to do that much. Now this guy, the poor bastard, he couldn't lift his head for months if he was really in there. You would be pinned to the frickin' wall. All right, see. Oh, shit. All right. The tires, they don't even seem to be that affected. It must be because of the wind blowing. Oh, yeah, a little bit here. We're cutting through. Okay. Now, 370, I remember back just months ago when that would have been an unthinkable feat to have any car that would go that fast. And quite frankly, up until today, Melania's Golden Slipper was the fastest car I had ever made. Wow, that is amazing, isn't it? I can almost feel the heat on it off the television. I'm not shitting you either. But this is 200 miles an hour faster than Melania's Golden Slipper. And I didn't have to do a lot with the aerofiles and the lutes to achieve that. This just out of the box, really, for the most part, other than tuning the living shit out of it and adding a few things that it never had to begin with, this is, well, you see the wheels pushing up through the body, but you were doing 650 miles an hour. And very quickly going faster than that. You're going to get this. There is a downforce pushing hard on the car. I mean, it's amazing you can do this with numbers, but it works, as you can see. All right, just fifth gear, and we're doing 724. There's sixth, and it's pulling. We've got 6 turbos, and the top one stops pulling at 14.9. Look at this puppy go. And it's sticking, it is pushed down into the dirt, but it's doing it. Now let me slow it down a little bit more, if I can. That's as slow as it'll go. Look at that. It's 800, 809, 810, 812, 814, 815, 16, 17, 18, 818, right there. There's no bullshit to this. It's quite obvious I'm not farting around. You're watching it happen right before your very eyes. Now you think I'm not on those brakes? I am on those brakes. Trust me. We're starting from 2 or 3 football fields away to try to make it just around the corner. As you remember, I didn't make it the first time. Now the lights you see is dynamic lighting mod, and it's freaking awesome. I'm pretty sure from what I was told that it's the same guy who made the content manager who made this amazing addition to Assetto Corsa. Both of those things are a total must-have. You've just got to have both of them because they're just huge. They're as big as, well, The content manager is almost as big as Kuno's Assetto Corsa all by itself. Oh, this don't look a bit good. You know we nicked that sucker. But enough we're still alive, and it's 400 miles an hour. Now this should be interesting coming down here. Let's go to a different view. It might be a little more interesting. There's a speed view. I wonder what happened to the sky view. Oh, that is the sky view. All right, now here we come. We're trying to slow down desperately, and we're still doing 300 miles an hour. But I'm not ricocheting from one side of the road to the other. Now, this is my kind of road, 4-lane. I like something that I can stay on. I mean, you give me a tiny, narrow road, and I'm screwed. I'm not young anymore, and my reflexes ain't what they... I don't know if they were ever... Yeah, they were. I'm still alive after a lot of years of motorcycles, so I got news for you. They must have been... That's the grace of God. No, all right, we'll leave where the glory goes. Let's leave it there. Okay, we're braking hard, and as you can see, we are pestering the brakes pretty tough. But we are turning. And that really, considering how fast we were, now we're right back on the turbo. Look at that. Look at that puppy. That thing is pretty cool. Any way you want to look at it. I never expected this car to turn out this good at all. Not even the tiniest amount that I expect such a thing as this. This is a total amazement to me. Look at those friggin' flames, too. They came out nice. Now, I can show you guys how to do these things if you have any interest in it. I don't know if you really like cars that go fast, or that look cool, or that lay rubber for 2 or 3 city blocks. I don't know if you like that kind of thing. Now, some people don't like me very much because I do this. They think I'm obstructing the natural boundaries of reality, which I have to say, that's probably right. I am. You wouldn't want to really plow through these bastards in real life, but we'll light them on fire. Fuck it. I mean, goodness, we probably would. All right, now we're just taking off gently. I was good not to get caught in that guardrail. Look at that thing. That is astounding. I was wondering if this was going to be a pain in the ass. Look at that puppy. Now, if you'll notice, we're leaving some black marks behind us. We're starting to take off at a gentle pace. I could have blew that thing into a cloud of smoke if I had so inclined myself to do. But, all right, good enough, guys. What do you think? Wasn't that pretty neat? That was pretty neat. You wanted to see it go down in real time one more time? Really? I don't know if we can. We can go to resume. Oh, there, we're screwed. Okay. All right, to hell with it. We're just going to have to be happy with what we did. And, guys, it's kind of a cliffhanger, but what an amazing deal, huh? A 251. Now, that's okay, but that's not fabulous. I've done that kind of speed with GT3 cars. But here we're pushing 20,920 horse. So it's a happy kid. Here's some of the other skins. That one's, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and that one. So they're kind of bizarre. Now, this is the one I had been working on right here. He's a good little guy. If I can get it to where you can see the little kid. I've got about half of them done. I got half more to go. You can't push it, really. I mean, in some of these 20,000, I'm trying to keep them within reason of each other so that they can be competitive and happy. You don't want to have one car that totally dominates everybody else. Unfortunately, by accident, I just did that. I ended up with a car that's totally bananas. Absolutely amazing. And now this is a creepy color. We can fix that, though. What is that? That's 14, called generated. Let me show you how to do that real quick. First of all, let's get out of this car. Now, what car are we in? That would be a good thing to find out. JSP2 Honda, right here. And the skin was generated, wasn't it? Yeah, right there. And let's take a look at the preview just to be... It's purple. Now, wait a minute. The preview's purple. Is this generated also? Yeah, that is too. Ho, let's make a difference here. Is this purple? Yes, it is. All right, well, we don't want to monkey with that. Let's go back to where we once belonged. It's higher up on the list. I bet it's this one, to be honest with you. It is. See, I made a mistake, and that's why it looks creepy like that. Okay, well, how did I do that? This is wrong. That's why it's doing it. This is not right. Rename. Just copy that. And what do you think you're going to do? Well, let's take a look at it. This is all the driver. This looked like it would be right, but it's way not even close to enough. We don't have... The folder's missing. That's all I can tell you. That's why it don't work. The folder's missing. Well, what are we going to do about that? I'll show you. Let's come over here to here and look at carbon. Okay, where's the big one here? Right there. Copy and find the right car. Carbon right here. Slap this in there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're probably going to just do this. Rename, copy, come down to here, hit rename, and go Control V. All right, now we're going to have an issue because it's going to say you got to save it as a number 2 file, which is fine because I'm going to delete this one. Just get rid of it because we've got another one anyway. So now we got to just clean this up a little bit. I worked on a video for you guys showing you how to do engines and tires today, but it wouldn't load properly on YouTube, and it got all controverted and screwed up. It was horrible. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if it does make a difference. It should. All right, let's go back to this. Well, it's not that creepy color anymore. What's it look like? I don't know why it's doing this. Let's take a look. Oh, it's carbon fiber. That's what we were hoping for, is carbon fiber, and that's what we got. All right, nice. We're happy. See, you can do things. It's just a matter of monkeying with it a little bit. Now, obviously, this skin wasn't designed for this car, but it's kind of racy looking, don't you think? It's kind of neat. All right, enough, because we'll be here all day monkeying with this. But that's how things happen, and then there's, well, that's obviously, I was trying to get sound from this. I mean, this rascal has 700 and some odd horse, but it don't stand a chance against any of these cars. This thing will destroy it. That little Oraca R3, is that the one? Yeah, we've still got this one. Now, that's a cute little bastard right here. Take a look at this rascal. Now, see these? Those are... That's amazing. What is this? That's white. That's white. Undefined and blue. But it really doesn't do shit. But the reason, because Oracle, that is a cool looking car. Skins. Just for shits and giggles, why don't we grab this all the way down to here and hit copy, and we'll drag these bastards over to this new car right here. Go to the skins. Hey, wait a minute. Hang on a second. There's a hell of a lot more skins there than there's here. This is Oraca 07. Ah, that's Oraca FM 09. Ha, no wonder. You got to catch these mistakes before you make them. There we are. Now pop this in there. Paste. Okay, now we got a bunch more of them. We got to find out why that didn't work. Okay, let's take a look at this. Here's what you got to have. You go down to rename, and you go Control C, so you get the right name of it, and you look at it, 21,000, whatever. Come up here, you find the big one, which is this one right here, Metal Details DDS. And I would think that that's the one we're going to want to go and do one of these on. See where we screwed up? We didn't have the 2017. Okay. Now, car paint could have been something we were going to look for too, but not right this minute. Let's see where we screwed this up. That ain't it. This is it right here. So that's why that didn't work. And this really needs to say something else, but we're not going to worry about that right this minute. We are looking for the big one, right? That's the driver's suit, though. So we don't want that. Well, this must be the one we're trying to deal with. So let's try this thing. And that might work. You never know. Well, you do know, but I mean, it's sometimes you got to monkey with it. This is the one right here. You'll see. This is how you change skins around so you can have some fun. I'm not telling you I know very much about anything, but I do have fun with what I do fart around with. Okay. You don't want to delete it. You want to rename it. Okay. How many is this? That's that 171. That's that creepy color, remember? Okay. Rename. I'll be done in just a minute. Just bear with me. And I wanted you to see this, and then you'll say whether it's worth monkeying with it or not. Well, I still wonder about that. What do you think, guys? Where the hell is this one? Could it be this? No, it's rim diffuse. There's the rims. Man, they're a bunch. Could that be right? Extra body. That could be it. Let's try that. I'm not telling you, it's just you got to guess a little bit. And now we should be able to look and see when we update previews. This will take us, ooh, we are making some progress. Did the blue, that's weird looking, isn't it? But that's kind of neat. It looks like a pelican or some shit. Now that's interesting. Let's take a look at this puppy. Ooh, what do we got here, Humble? Oh, look at this. Hey, this is cool as fuck. See, sometimes you get, I didn't mean to cuss, forgive me, but it is really, oh, I like this. Could it be the same on the other side? Oh, it's very close. With the red on the wiggler, it's cool, man. Oh, that is cool. Chief Cherokee, no offense to anybody. You tell me that thing ain't cool? That thing is cool. Now, you want to really go out of your friggin' tree? I think I'm about there. Now, that looks doggone. It's rare you have one that come out as good as this. That looks pretty freaking cool. Don't you think so? Jump up and down? I'm thinking about it. That is pretty cool. So let's take a look now. You got me excited. What's the white look like? Well, it ain't too shabby. I think it went to default, though, to be honest with you. Viper Edition. Oh, that's the one we just looked at, apparently. Let's go down to this one. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. You know, it's the same one we tried on that other one, but this came out a lot nicer. That looks pretty freaking racy, don't you think? Now, you can haul ass with that thing. I hope this goes good. That is a nice looking unit, man. It truly is. Look at this. Look at the shape of that. Is that real? Or is it just the way it looks? No, it's amazing. Look at the shape of that. That is really... remember back a few years ago when you couldn't get round lines on anything? They were all jaggedy. Well, that ain't the case anymore. Now this looks kind of Kmart special, but whatever. I mean, it's kind of, it gives you some competition to run around in. Okay, then there's that one, and that's the red one. Now, is this the same thing? No, this is gross and disgusting. But I know how I screwed this up. All right, Viper Edition. Let's go see if we can fix that right now. Could it be this one? No, that's the good one. Do not screw that up. It's got to be this. Yep, that's nasty. Okay, now where did we make our mistake? By thinking that this, which is obviously carbon fiber, was the right unit, and it's not. Not even close. So here it is down here, knucklehead. Yeah, it is. You're right. So this, we want to rename. Metal detail copy. Oh, shit, I should have. Okay, now that defaults us back to there. But now I need the real name of what we need. And the real name is this. So we need to go rename, Control C, out of there, back to where we once belonged. Now we need to find skin right here. This is the bugger that it couldn't be too obvious, could it? Now watch what happens now. There we are. We're right back to this happy color again, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. That looks really cool. Now you want to really flip out? Check this out. Let me minimize this. Okay. Now let's touch these wheels. And what do we see? We see some cool stuff up here. 007 EB7s. Oh, good God. Try to remember this. We can try. What's it look like? Well, if we hit it, it looks like the wheel. Okay, Ezekiel? I don't know about that. Now, what about this one? What's this? Is probably, yeah, that's the one that gives it the depth and height. Okay. Now, what's this thing? Well, that's a creepy color. Don't just get out of there. We want to close that. And then this rim detail, that gives us the marks on it. All right, so we've learned a few things. So if we want these to be nice, it's for another time, because this is going to get too long real fast. So let's just leave this for another day. I'll show you how to do that. It's not really that tough. Actually, I don't really want to screw them up. They're kind of nice looking. Don't you think they're nice looking? It'd be so easy to screw these up, and then we got another hour's worth of farting around. And dinner is still waiting to be cooked. Okay, let's get out of here just for the hell of it. And I think we're going to call it a day. Now look at this. That is pretty cool. It's an orange carbon fiber. It almost looks like a corduroy jacket or some shit, but trust me, it's probably not. Now, is this one that, wait a minute, come back here, squirrel. Is this one that we could use this on? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Is this one of the deals? Is this a we can't? No, we can't do jack shit. Okay. Well, we found out real quick you can't. Otherwise, a bunch of things would pop up and we'd be able to adjust them. But that looks really neat. Look at the carbon fiber in this curl right here. That is pretty frickin' cool. But I will share one thing with you while look at that thing. Isn't that amazing? That is amazing. It reminds me of that Toyota GT1, or wasn't that the name of it? Let's go over here quick. We're just going to open this up nice. We're going to align the wheels using data because I might as well. This is a nice car and we haven't done this yet. So what we're going to do is run this little slider down so I got more stuff to monkey with. We want to go front base all the way up. We want to go rear base all the way up so I can see what I'm doing. Now we're going to get the car away a little bit and see if I can grab onto this pallet and move his little happy self over here. All right, now as you can see with your eyes, we got a problem with the camber right off the get-go. What we want to do is roll it down so that we got more rubber touching the road at any one given time. Now, granted, you see Porsches and Mini Coopers like this because they want you to buy tires. It chews tires all to hell when you do that. But you can go so much faster in the curves. Well, how often do you? Trust me. So you really would be better off with more rubber on the road at any given time. Now, it still looks like the front ones are screwed up. That's a little better. Now, if you really want to tell what you're doing, you got to do this. You bring this down, and you bring the back wheels out a little bit, and you bring the front wheels out a little bit. Now, if you've never seen this done, you should be quite excited because all of a sudden you can have improved tracking that you can watch yourself do as opposed to just poke numbers and hope for the best, which is the old way, and it works, but... All right, now, as you can see, we've done pretty darn good just by monkeying. We want to bring the front down a little bit. That's right here. Let's bring him down to where he's happy. See, he's a happy guy now. I think I over-cambered it, though, to be honest with you. So let's bring the camber back in the front. Oh, that's the wrong one, squirrel brain. All right, hang on a minute. Are we going to get dinner? Hang on a minute. What the hell is going on? That's the front. That ain't what you want, Wombat. This is up here. Nice, now that I'm not looking where I need to look. That looks pretty darn good right there. Clean sounding. Just gently push down. Burned him in fifth. Down to 30%. Not quite as handy as boy, it's a quick stop, but still. Listen to it. Oh, it's friggin' brutal. Listen to that. Is that cool enough? Listen to this thing. It's just, I gotta keep the sound like this. It's just brutal. Freaking brutal. That's respectable. My God, it's quick. It is quick. See, I told you we lit them up. Want to see how far can they rubber? I should go that far. Let's do that. Fifth gear. We'll do fifth. How about fourth? No way. You know we gotta go see that. That would be a good way to end it for tonight. I so enjoy this. I really do. I really enjoy this Shuttle Course. I've got other simulators, but I got news for you. This is just so much fun. Once they go ape shit, it's hard to get them back. So, hence, you wouldn't want to drive all the time with 100% turbo. There's only it's a time and a place type of a deal. I just love the sound of this thing. It comes from an old Jaguar. Whoa. Wait, it went ape shit of its own accord. What the fuck's wrong with it? I had to push the clutch in. What the fuck? That is fucked up. I never had anything like that happen. Wow, that is fucked up. Wow. I thought that it was weird, man. I never had nothing happen like that before. Let's check this beast out. What do you think for looks? It looks an awful lot to me like a Toyota GT1. Which means I should go fetch one of them. They should be in this race. That's what the little blue lights were. Alright, they're little blue lights on the side of the car. Okay, so this ain't gonna be no 800-mile-an-hour run, as we know. Don't. It's scooting. Yeah, 600 miles. You can't go. I mean, good grief. It is very quick, though. It is extremely quick, but no flames. No flames. Isn't that a pisser? Now, hang on. Oh, balls. I got to stop doing that. Let's go over to where I got the rubber. That's too far already. Right, here we go. I think this is where I got the rubber. Yeah, it is. We don't need this sound. Listen to that thing. Let's get a different camera because I want to see it from this side. Hang on. Let's do it in slow motion. Are they going to smoke tires if it's slow motion? Oh, it's going to go. Watch. Here we go. When it launches, it's going to launch. I bet it lays rubber as far as the eye can see. Did you sizz it? Balls. I don't think I did. There we are. I'd say the old girl's burning them pretty good. That's worthy of a screen. Get the mouse out of the way. Worthy of a screen. That's definitely worthy of a screen. Mouse, go lay down. Worthy of a screen. Are you serious? Look at that. Come on, guys. Are you shitting me? Who makes cars that lay rubber for that far? That is something to behold. No bullshit there. That thing will burn. That you'd have popped all four of them. If you were playing with damage on, they'd have been flapping all over the place. You'd be down to the friggin' sparking on the rims. I can tell you that that is so gorgeous, man. Whoever designed that is just a sculptor. Amazing in every possible sense of the word. Absolutely, totally amazing. I'm blown away by the shape of this car. It is just super cool, I think. All right, guys, good enough. Now, let's go fix that last thing and we're done. Knucklehead City. All right, now you go lay down. All we got to do is quickly go to the engine. This is where the problem is. Right here. It's this 100. No, that ain't going to do it. We're going to have at least 327 just to bring that engine back to where it belongs. It's got to go zip-bing, zip-bing. It's got to come back to happy. It can't be doing this foolishness. Oh, we only go to all right, let's jack this up a little bit. We got to pull the 14. This has got to be, I'd say 10 anyway. 10,000 and 8. Yeah, we can get by with that. Actually, I'd probably say, I'd say 12 there. This should be 10. Yeah, I would say 10. 10,000. This should be 9 or 8 at least. And we got 4,500. Now I'd go to 5. This is going to make a difference too on how fast this thing can go. And 25, just 2,000 will be good. So what this means, the zero turbo will only pull to 2,000 RPMs. It's done with its operation then. Then this will take you to 5, this will take you to 8, this will take you to 10, 12, and 14. But they're all still going to be doing something. It's just that it makes it workable that way. If you had everything coming on at once at 100%, you're done. You just spin around in circles. It isn't going to work. You're just wasting time. That's all I can tell you. This will work like a champ now. It'll be a happy camper. We're done for the night. So this is it. Shut that right off. That is a happy kid. Is this the same? No, that's a totally different kind of car. Are you shitting me? That thing is a weird looking unit. I mean, not. It's different. It is different. It's kind of neat. Look at that thing. That's kind of neat. That's for another day. And that's this one we just did. That's the fast one. This son of a bitch right here. Now, how could that be so much different looking than this? But it is. But thank God the little kid runs. Now let's check the operation here. Oh, it's 21,000. It didn't do much for me. It just goes up like this and kind of. We could make it go right to the sky, but there's no reason to do such a thing as that. Well, that's kind of neat, isn't it? Look at that. That's bizarre. Check that shit out. That is different. Yeah, it is different. Look at the blue and shit on it. That is kind of cool in its own weirdo way. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool. And the wheels are out far enough. I'm not going to piss and moan. That's even that, the way that came out, that's doable. I could live with that. The orange, yep, that came out orange. And the blue didn't come out blue, but it's not terrible. Well, it can come out blue. I just did it wrong. That one's the same as that for the most part. And then there's this one, which is weird looking. Yeah, they're not all created equal. I got news for you. All right, we're out of here. Come on. It's time to go. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's time to say goodnight. I'll have these ready, and I'll have a video up before long. So hang in there. God bless you, folks.